Hey guys, welcome back to another Flesh and Blood video. This video is proudly brought to you by the House of Cards, the official sponsor of my stream. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for all of your Flesh and Blood needs. If you've been playing Flesh and Blood for a while, then you know that Prism has one of the biggest followings of any hero in the game of Flesh and Blood. When you pair that with the fact that it recently just won Battle Hardened Liverpool, you can expect to see a lot of Prism at your next local event. Kayo does seem like he would provide quite a speed bump for the Prism deck though. Even though Prism can throw a lot of big attacks, Kayo has a lot of poppers and Kayo is able to apply a ton of pressure. If Kayo is able to get out on the front foot and stay on the front foot, I really don't know how Prism can keep up. Thanks for stopping by guys, I hope you enjoy the match. Okay, so we're playing Kayo into Prism, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even remotely sure how this matchup is supposed to go. I mean, I definitely don't think it's supposed to go well when they throw Herald of Triumph at us. We're just gonna block 6 here, and then if they do, they'll probably play an Aura here if I had to guess. But if they throw something else at us, then we're probably looking at just playing the Reckless Swing here, just trying to save as much life as possible. It's also interesting to me that they're playing Iris Prism. I think that this will be a grindier game, and we're going to have to make sure that we pick the correct auras and when to kill certain things, because we can't just leave the auras on the board. That's how this style Prism deck really punishes people. Okay, so they're going to activate Halo here on turn 0. Okay, so activate Halo. What did they get here? They got a blue Herald of Triumph here. Okay, I'm kind of surprised they wanted to take a Herald of Triumph out of their deck. It's pretty interesting to me. And they're going to go ahead and flip the Angel. Interesting. That's a very, I don't know. There's other Prism players in the chat. Maybe y'all can confirm why they would have went that route this early on. But and they don't Arsenal a card here. I mean, let's just lead on the Wild Ride here, because Wild Ride is like just more than likely going to have Go again. Excuse me. So we're going to create a Might token for next turn, which is really good. At this point, they're just taking 1 if they do let this hit. So they lose the Angel and their Spectral Shield and take 1, go to 31. And then we can throw the Assault and Battery here, but we can't create an Agility token. I think attacking for 7 is perfectly fine. Like, I think just attacking for 7 here is a good line of play. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with this. We want to apply as much pressure as possible and really not let our opponent set up if we can help it here. We're also going to try to do our best to, like, throw Go Again attacks at them and then be able to, like, throw the Claw at auras that we want to kill. So, okay. So they're just going to play Merciful Retribution, and then are they going to attack? Yeah, they're going to play Pierce Reality here. So if I discard Agile Windup now, I get to create an Agility now for this turn, which is pretty good. I like the idea of being able to have an Agility here, so we can attack them for 6 Go Again, and because this has Go Again, we're going to create another Agility token off of the Runner. Or I'm sorry, for 7 because of our Might token. So we're still getting to pressure our opponent here, and then I'm actually going to throw the Claw at the Merciful Retribution. I'd like to get that off the board if I can help it at all here. And Pierce Reality isn't going to have too much effect over the course of the game. Like, we're more than likely just looking at... excuse me, we're more than likely just looking at, like, I don't know, like that... We can pop everything here, so like I don't really know what we're worried about with Pierce Reality at this point in time. We're just going to be trying to look to pop something and then throw something else at them. They're just going to attack for 4. I mean, we could use the Flesh Bag here if we wanted to, but I think this is okay. Like, I think this is fine to be able to... Like, I think we're in an okay spot here for what we want to accomplish. Yeah. We're just going to take 4 here and go to 35, and we're just going to try to have a pretty explosive turn here. And they're going to put a Shimmers down. Shimmers is something that can get out of hand very quickly, so depending on what our turn looks like, we may want to kill the Shimmers here. I could discard the Agile Windup, attack them, and then claw down the Shimmers here and like try to set up a little bit and arsenal whatever we have left. That is one line of play that we could take here. I could just lead on the Bear Fangs and see what's left and then potentially throw the Wild Ride at them as well. I mean, playing offense is always a good play. Let's just lead on playing offense here and just kind of see what happens. So this is 8 go again. I mean, this is a lot of good pressure here. Like we're really trying our best to like, you know, attack our opponent here and put them in an awkward position as early as possible. I'm going to use Tunic to attack with the Clash of Agility. And I'm just going to attack them. And then I'm going to discard the Agile Windup here, and we'll make an agility token for next turn. We're not going to make a might token because we've already created a might token from Kayo's ability, so we don't get the benefit of both, but we do get to set up an agility and a might token for next turn, which is pretty good. So this will allow us to attack them and then kill something else that they want to do. So I do like this. Oh, and they're just arsenaling. Okay, cool. So this is pretty good for us here. We could lead on the Savage Feast. We could also just throw the Sin Packing to start with. I kind of like the idea of throw Sin Packing and then claw Shimmers and then arsenal Savage Feast, but I'd also really like to apply a lot of pressure to them here. I think we need to be able to draw a card here. Like, I think we need to be able to, like, draw and try to hit something good here. We did discard the Sin Packing, which is pretty unfortunate for us, but I think this is okay because we're still going to draw a card. Oh, wow, we drew a Sin Packing. Better lucky than good, right? The only way that Sin Packing kind of turns into an irrelevant play here is if they have, like, a D-React and Arsenal, which is very possible because they did just Arsenal and pass here. So it's very, very possible here that the Sin Packing doesn't really have any value. We could roll if we wanted to get really greedy. Like, we could roll here, depending on how our opponent blocks. Actually, I guess we don't even need to roll here, do we? We've discarded a 6, so we don't even need to roll. We can actually just throw Claw and then throw Sin Packing, which is really good. Like, I really like being able to do that, honestly. Especially considering they already took damage. We're getting to present, like, this is good. We're really putting them on the back foot. We just need to make sure that we're continuing to apply a lot of pressure here. Like, if we ever let up for a turn, we could be in a really bad spot. Something tells me this Sin Packing is going to get a lot of value here. Like, they've taken 4 damage so far, and they've not given up their arsenal, which makes me wonder what it is. So I think that being able to throw the Sin Packing there, like, can really give us a lot of value. Like, I mean, if they're able to block 6, they're able to block 6. But they're going to block 6 and then turn around an arsenal again. So I don't know, like, kind of see what they do here. If it is an ALS and they have 2 blues in hand, then, like, that could be pretty bad for us. But that all you got? I mean, I guess they wanted to get value out of the footsteps to be able to block the claw there because they don't have a lot of options to block. So I guess that's why they went that route. I don't know. Like, kind of thought they would have thrown that earlier for something else. I'm not really sure what they're hanging on to there or why they even really want that card in this matchup. I mean, it's probably just a block 3 if I had to guess is how they're seeing it. Okay. So I don't think this does either of the effects that they want it to. Like, they're not going to get their yellow card back. They're not doing anything here. And they don't, like, they have to put a, let's look and see what they have to put here. If it's an illusionist card, you make a spectral shield, and if it's a light card, you draw a card. So even if they had gotten this back, it wouldn't have done anything. I could throw, I mean, I guess let's just play Bloodrush. If they have ALS, it's unfortunate, but they have ALS. Like, not much I can do about it. We discard the Assault and Battery, which is, we definitely would have rather have discarded the Beast within there, but it is what it is. There's not really a world where we're going to like roll and try to get value here, is there? We're just going to attack them for 5. The Genesis like could get out of hand for us, so we have to be careful. Like I definitely have to be careful here, but I think since they're at 6, we can just keep trying to apply pressure to win this game here. Yeah. So we attack for 6 because of the Might token, and then the Swing Big. I guess let's pitch the Wrecker Romp. We'll leave the Beast Within an Arsenal here. So I mean, this is for, yeah, so they're going to 1 and they're not getting any value off of their Genesis here. This is a very good turn cycle for us. If they had ALS to like stunt our Bloodrush Bellow, we'd have been in a really bad spot because they could have got value off of Genesis, and we would have really been up a creek in a bad way there. I don't think we want to go this route. I mean, do I just want to Tunic Bloodrush again? Like, again, I am worried about ALS, like kind of like just hurting me out of nowhere, but I think it's okay. They just conceded, so obviously they didn't have the ALS. That game was crazy and constant pressure, and they couldn't keep up. I can honestly say that I wasn't expecting my Prism opponent to flip Iris into me. I kind of figured that they would run the new Luminaris and just try to play full aggro into me. I think the fact that my opponent did flip Iris into me plays into the idea of how badly I was able to beat them this game. This game was an extremely one-sided contest, and I was never even really worried. Aside from the fact that this game was a one-sided contest, the Kayo deck felt really clean this game. I was able to like really string together agility tokens and set up for multiple turns with Go Again to really be able to apply a lot of pressure, which I think really bodes well for the Kayo deck. If you guys see anything you think I could have done differently, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear about it. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.